Hello everyone, I'm Giovanni from Oni team, and this is my top 16 deck profile of Salamangreat for the Crash Cup. So I decided to play Salamangreat not because it was the best deck, but it was the deck I was most comfortable with. So yeah, here we have the starters. I decided to play triple Bufferlo, 1 skipper and 2 debug. So I think Bufferlo is the best starter if you can resolve it. And I didn't play triple debug because I know it's good, but I didn't want to break with too many starters. And you kinda have to play one form of skipper now because in some ends you wanna search for parallel make two guys. So I found this ratio good enough. Then obviously the circle and 3 mining. For the Salamangreat monsters, obviously Gazelle, only one Foxy because I don't think it's very good. You don't really want to draw it. You prefer to open the other starters like Debug or Buffalo. And yeah, it didn't feel worth it playing more than one. 2 Jaguar because it's the best Sala to have in grave, but of course you don't want it to be your normal summon, and also you play Pot of Desire, so you don't wanna run out of Jaguars. Then triple Spinny, I play Spinny at 3 because it's the best Salaman that you can draw. That's why you can. It's good even with debug and even with buffer. It can work with both, so you wanna draw it. And obviously the new card from Eternity Code, Parallel Exceed. This gives a lot more consistency to the deck, and that's the reason why I also didn't play 40, because like before Eternity Code, I felt like you needed a lot of consistency, so you had to play 40. I was even playing Upstart. But now with Parallel that summons Dugares, you have a lot of ways to draw cards like Buffalo Desires, and it's not easy to break. Like you break not a lot. And then we have Falco, of course. For extenders, they play one wheel. I don't really like wheel in a combo meta like this because, like, if it can make you a rank 4, then it's somewhat good, but otherwise it's not an interruption, and on turn 1 it rarely does something. And triple desires, I think this is mandatory, especially in a combo format like this, and yeah, it's one of the best cards of the deck and my favorite cards. You have to play 3 Sanctuary. Then we have the interruptions. So I decided to play a lot of interruption because in this meta I figured out you have to give up some consistency for power, because if the combo decks go off you just lose. But at the same time I didn't want to lose to some pure Eldlick like with floodgates and stuff, because I saw that in the top 16 and in the Swiss of the tournament there were some people who were playing it. My only loss in Swiss was to pure Eldlick. So I wanted to play some form of spell trap removal, and I chose to go with Cosmic, which is the most standard one. Then Deinamiscus, it's another really good interruption. It's really good versus combo and also versus control, so that's one of the reasons I played. And also it's really nice when you can you have Deinamiscus in gravy, you activate Impermanence or Rage, and you can reborn it under Wolf, and that's another plus. Then Rages and Roar, I played 2 of both because, like, I don't mind drawing them going first. Going second, they are not the best, but you try to go first if you can. So they are really good both. And for interrupts, I played 8, 3 Ash, 3 Infernos, 2 Nibiru. Like with 8, you have like a chance of 2 games out of 3 to draw an interrupt going second, and it's not a lot. You can definitely play more interrupts, but I felt like 8 was enough, and I was gonna side other interrupts for combo. So that's it for the main deck. For the side deck, I played more interrupts, of course, triple Lancia, because Mech Invoked and also Invoked was quite popular in this tournament, so this is one of the best cards, and also it can slow down other Emancipator. Like you can stop them with Lancia, but if you have Lancia and another hand trap, it's pretty good. Then the new Gizmek. This I think is the one of the best hand traps against the needle fiber combo decks, because it gives you 2 bodies on the board and you usually stop their combo. Of course they can stop that with like Kokimaru or something, but also the other hand traps like Nibiru or Ash can be stopped like that. So you against rocks you just hope to open 2 or more hand traps, or open just one and hope they break or something. Of course the water charmer for the statue, because it's unplayable otherwise. Then I play 2 cards for the control decks, the third Cosmic and Reboot, and I'll explain Babushka while I explain the extra. Then I tried to test it, the Nemesis Engine, so 3 Flag and Eschatos, because like you always pretty much go through Spinny during the combo, you can search it in a million different ways. So this is like a free summon of a fire monster. But after testing a bit, I would not play it again, because like it's not really good versus rocks. Like if you stop them and then you draw it, it's good, but by itself it's not. So it was only really good in the mirror match or against random stuff like Rocket. So I probably would cut them for some floodgates, like Summon Limit, or other entraps like Veiler or the third Nibiru, for example. So that's it. For the extra deck, it's not really standard, the extra deck, because if you notice, I'm not playing the Transcode Toolkit. So the reason why was that I'm not playing the coder package, like the microcoder, the counter trap, and without that I didn't feel that was really necessary, because often you go into Dugares, which is a fiend, and if you use its effect then you can't use Transcode Closure. And if you want OTK, you usually go always for updates and cell wars. Like I figured out that Security Dragon, which is the least common monster in the extra deck, I guess, was more useful, because it's more generic, so you can make it with like Dynamiscus or like the Nibiru token or other stuff. And it's really good removal since you don't have Stadio anymore. So yeah, the extra deck is pretty standard, like the Salamangreat stuff is standard. Hita and Phoenix. I wasn't playing Phoenix, but then I realized like sometimes you need it against Eldritch, and also like Security Dragon, it's really generic, and you can make it with any monster. Then for the rank force, I decided to play Dugares, which is mandatory, I think. Like you have to play it because it gives a lot of consistency to the deck. And I chose a Beast Dweller because it was the most generic one, which is fine against every matchup pretty much. And I decided to side Baguska for like Adamantipator and Mech Knight Invoked or other decks when it's better than Dweller. Because I figured out that like if you go first against Adamantipator, you have already a lot of cards to stop them, like Dynamiscus, Impermanence, and other stuff. So you can Dweller them and it's fine. Like you stop their combo, Dweller stops the Block Dragon and you're fine. So I decided to side Aguska to counter their side deck, pretty much. Yeah, so that's it. That was my deck 5. Hope you enjoyed. See you the next time.